We got ourselves team 2 together. We got ourselves Machog as a monk. We got ourselves first up is going to be Ori. No blind forest for him. Actually, the blind forest, Nihilus, he's a little blind. He's a demon hunter. So it's not quite a blind forest, but a blind demon hunter. Ori and the blind demon hunter. We also on that team got Ragnarok, and Sean Bean with Nihilus taking a bit of damage in the beginning from Ori. Is Ori NECROLORD? He is. Gonna be a big old roar by the booming Nihilus. Going for the blade dance. Big meta trying to see if he can catch up to Ori. Ori just keeping those dots rolling. Is going to try to see if he can juke out the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter does get juked. Taking the opportunity to go behind the pillar and maybe get himself a bit of a reset. We are missing one in team 2. Hopefully they'll get back in. And Nihilus is not in a great position. Dropping down Darkness. Ori is a legendary proccing. I think it is a normal Darkness though. Trying to go for the big hunt versus Ori. Does get knocked back. Did that hunt even touch Ori? Did that actually get him pop on cooldown? Just didn't do anything? Nihilus is just melting. Is he just going to die to the dots? He just gets Storm Strike. Man, that was rough. That was a roughie and a toughie. Errorless is up next versus Ori. We'll see how well he works out. Is gonna get the Druid out. So he looked like he re-stealthed as he got Shadow Strike, which is weird. Ori tried to get some dots onto Errorless, so try to go for a juke. Not gonna let him. Not gonna let him. Errorless is gonna have a hard time getting reset. Oh, that Shadow Step does get a second one though. Does at least catch up to Ori. No one's trying to juke him. It looked like Ori's the one that juked him really. Big kidney shot, cheap shot. Vanish coming out, trying to go for a 100% crit. Trying to see if he can finish the Druid right here. Barkskin and a Frenzy region. Knocking the rogue back for a second. Going for the big old leap with a flap. Ooh, Errorless committed a lot there with a Vanish for that 100% crit, dude. He just wanted it. He wanted it so badly. Ori got so low and then caught up in health. He got so low for a second though. Oh no. Errorless is getting caught out with his shield. Actually, is he still stealth? He is stealth. I think the dots have ticked out. Try to see if we can find Errorless. Could be picking up the eyes maybe. No, eyes are up and Errorless opening up with a bit of AoE. Not really committing damage into the thorns on Ori. And is looking to get himself a bit of a reset. Gonna be actual Celestial Fury of a Loon, which does count as a dot damage with your swarm. If Ori has a swarm ready to go, Errorless will actually take quite a bit of damage from that Fury of a Loon. Knocking the rogue back, putting him in combat. Not going to be able to land a sap stun onto the rogue. And Ori finally able to do some damage, getting the swarm onto Errorless. Does go for the cloak. Does go for the cloak of shadows. If Ori can just catch up to him while in cat form or something. Bear form, Errorless, in stealth, out of stealth, Shadow Dance, wants to go for damage, and Ori is going to check it out immediately with the roar onto Errorless stun, and that's going to be Cyclone. Oh, has a trinket. He's not out of the game, he has a trinket, but no more cloak, no more Vanish. Ori can maybe take him out right now. If he can somehow do it, going to be a Shadow Meld for Errorless, and Ori cannot pick up the eye just yet. That Shadow Meld actually secured Errorless like a good reset, unless Ori can catch up. He's in stealth. Other dots on him. Trying to see if he can thrash him. Does catch him. Going to be getting shot as Ori goes into boomy form. Barkskin is up. That's going to be a bit of damage from Errorless with that flagellation, though. Trying to make the most damage happen. Thorns. That's going to be a swarm onto Errorless with the Fury of a Loon. Good sustained damage coming out. Battle Master Trinket rolling out for Errorless to get himself a little bit extra survivability and sustainability here with that sippy cup. But the dots, I think, are still rolling on him. Looks like he's still getting stars. Looks like he's still getting starred. Flash Scout for Ori while in bear form just to give himself a little bit more survivability. Errorless is dipping in and out of stealth, missing that thrash, but other dots still on him. No, by this point, no way. No way. Shadow Strike by Errorless, bash by Ori with that swarm rolling onto Errorless. Getting even more dots up and running. Cheap shot by Errorless, looking to somehow come back from this duel. He's a little bit behind health-wise of Ori. Ori dipping under, and Errorless looking for that reset. I think if Ori, I don't know if he really wanted to jump down, is getting auto attacks to the wall. Errorless denying him the reset. Oh, there'll be a swarm with that. Star Surge. Man, that was pretty good. Ronaldo is going to be up next. Paladino versus Ori. Are they going to go for a nice bow? Ori's being a little careful. Looks like he wants to go for a nice honorable bow. Bow? Oh, look at that. Nice friendly bow in a duel, dude. Look at that friendly bow. I love that. Respectful honor duels in the arena for the 5-5-1-1s, man. These can be either as brutal, as messy, as I don't know, brutal and messy is the best word I could put it. These duels could really be just tough, just really cutthroat. As soon as whoever is in front of you is down, you go in next, no breaks. Ronaldo like, yo, what's up? Hey, good duel? Thank you for dueling me. Hopefully you have a good one. Ronaldo literally dipping in on the ground like a gopher on his fox. Oh, man. We'll see how this goes out, dude. Let's see how this works out. Ori looks like he wants to charge in, but I guess the Paladin, he doesn't have the mobility that Paladin does. So Ronaldo maybe wait until the dampening too. 8 minutes into this duel, Ronaldo is waiting it out for a bit. And the Paladin is going to have to see if he can close the gap charging in as the dots are rolling onto Ronaldo, getting him with a bash as Ori buying himself as much time. Big sounds on Ronaldo, bubble available, and Ori's looking to juke out of there. Ronaldo is having to use all his holy power. Big judgment procs onto Ori, is getting quite a lot of holy power from that one. No more interrupt for the booming for a bit, but he's getting some freebie damage onto Ronaldo. Seraphim available, ready to go. Ori looking to jump down, actually looking to juke the Paladin. Paladin does get hit with that juke and is going to go for a bit of a reset. Ori has to jump after him if he wants to make any damage happen. Got the big meaty Star Sword is in there, trying to make the dots work. Going to be able to swarm back into Ori. Is going to get a lot of health recovery from it. Just looking to continue to sustain damage Ronaldo for now with them Raz and Starfires. But it's getting some freebie sustain damage right now with good Star Swords to back up that damage. With the dots, and if you can only get the swarm in there, he'll be in a great position. Stun onto Ori, trinket available, does go for the roll versus Ronaldo, and Ronaldo might be looking at maybe recovering. The bubble is not longer available anymore, so he's looking for that reheal. The Word of Glory healing is heavily reduced as well. Big wreck is up. Ori knocking Ronaldo back. Ronaldo out in the open. Star Sword is slamming a blessing of protection. Not much you can really do. I think the dots are just going to take him out. Word of Glory to save him at the last second. Big flap coming in as the booming rolling in. Big silence onto Ronaldo. Lockdown Holy. Trying to go for a short war stomp. Ronaldo does sneak in a Word of Glory in. Needs another one. If he can get one more in. Big heal. Big heal. Aww. And Ori's dots at this high dampening with Word of Glory nerfed quite significantly did topple the Paladin, but Ori really did make sure there's a distance between him and the Paladin. He never really got a full big Pally setup. The one time that the Hodge did come out, which was the one time that the Paladin could reach Ori close enough for a Hodge, he had to trinket with a roar and immediately shut down any kind of potential bursts. That is a tough one, especially at this high dampening. Like sometimes you just gotta go. And all you need is to kind of close that gap with Ori. And that can be definitely tough. That can be definitely rough. Ori again, making sure there's no gap getting closed with Ziz, who's got him some weapons of order ready to go. Images available, and Ori bailing out of there. He's the first thing he's doing is running out of there. Knocking Zuen back. Ziz is on him. Ori is going to try to go for a roar, missing the roar by a hair. But he's still shifting forms in order to take all the slows off of him. The Zuen catches him, tried, almost got hit in cap there, but I think the Zuen breaks it. It looks like Ziz is actually going to back up. He has to go for a little bit of self-heals with Vivify. He has to go for the reset. There's not much you can really do because a lot of his cooldowns just got used. So he has to go maybe for a little bit of a reset, a little bit of recuperation on cooldowns, and make sure he doesn't fall behind on health. Ori with that mass mobility, dude, that's just the experience of playing a Druid against classes that are super mobile. That's just Druid's experience with a Boomy experience, which we know that Boomies are not the strongest class of these duels, boys. How many times have you seen Boomies dominating? Usually it's Pharaohs. And Ori is just showing us you can make it work. You can make a play. Gonna be big AoE for Ziz. Try to see if you can knock the Druid out of stealth. Bashed by Druid from a good distance. Ziz, though, trinkets out of it, looking to commit some damage. Images are available. Does he have the leg sweep to follow up to? Thorns are up for Cry. Ori, why do I call him Cry? But it's gonna be a Karma for Ziz with a diffuse dampen harm. Is he playing good Karma or is he playing Ring of Peace? That's my question now. I think he's good Karma this time around. I think he would decide to go good Karma instead of Ring of Peace. I think he did get a little bit of recovery. I guess we'll see that Ring of Peace at some point. Ring of Boopity Bops is what I usually call it. 12 minutes into the duel, 42% dampening. Ori is still just keeps trucking on. Gonna get the dots onto Ziz. Getting aggressive here. Getting the melee. Allowing Ziz to kind of let the damage out. Star Surge is offline for Ori. Has himself Fury of Elune. That's a lot of resources generated. And Ziz, seeing the writing on the wall, turning around, looking for the reset. He needs that recovery again. And Ori looking to maybe close that gap with that flap. Is going to go for that flesh cap while he's got it. That flesh cap is giving him a lot of more survivability than we normally do see though, boys. Normally we see Druids, Balance Druids in particular, usually playing out Convoke. Where they kind of come out, pop every cooldown, Convoke somebody down, and every 2 minutes they try to set up a Convoke. This time around though, it's a little bit different. As Ori got himself lots more sustain damage. A lot more sustain than we normally expect. In cap onto the Boomy. And Ziz, does he have a go? Zuen is up. He has everything available. Leg sweep onto Ori. Does have a bark skin though. That shield is going to hold on for a little bit longer. Thorns is up for Ori. Ziz does not have karma. And Ori turning around with a Star Surge, letting the Thorns do work. And then Ori just finishes it off. Well done. Okay, Boomy's the last one left, dude. It's going to be NECROLORD Boomy versus NECROLORD Boomy. It's going to be as close of a match as it can be, dude. As close of a match as it can be. Look at these guys. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see, dude. The Charon Druid or the Nido Druid. Is Ori going to have the big old 1v5? I think it'll be the first 1v5 in history of Shadowlands, but also the channel that we had a Druid do. Boomy in particular. And Boomy got himself shield. Actually looks like that's gotten broken. Ori's taking a bit of damage though. Boomy getting knocked back as Ori just pushes him out with that Typhoon. Looking for a bit of a reset. Had himself the Frenzied Regen rolling. Okay, Boomy did pop Celestial Alignment there. And take a look at both of these guys. Actually, Fury of Elune is not something that Okay Boomy is playing at all. I wonder what he's playing. Probably the Solstice most likely, isn't it? Unless he's going for the new moon, full moon. Gonna be a trinket out of that Cyclone. And Ori is still a little bit behind on health. Has a bark skin if needs it. The thorns for both of these druids are not going to do much. Okay, Boomy actually got himself nice damage just now. Really solid damage with that Star Surge, the dots and everything. And Ori is taking a little bit of a beating right now, behind on health. It looks like Okay Boomy is quite ahead. At least for the time being. Ori looking to recover with the regrowth. Has a knockback for it too. Fleshcraft available, so you might be able to recover. I don't think Okay Boomy has a Fleshcraft available for a bit. I could be wrong in that one though. And Ori has Celestial Alignment coming up. He might be able to turn this duel around versus Okay Boomy with a Celestial Alignment. A properly set up Celestial Alignment with big bursts could do the trick. Ori triple on health. How much for cold and sounds coming out? Silence and Boomy with a roar trying to keep him silenced. Ori does have the swarm back on him. I'm not sure if it's a friendly swarm or an enemy swarm. Okay, Boomy for that, going for that recovery. So is Ori trying to get himself healing, but I think it's over. Ori does have himself the little bit extra survivability at the very last second with the armor. It's only going to last a few seconds, trying to do what he can. At least try to get some dots into Okay Boomy. Does go down. The big 1v4 though. Either way, very well done, boys. Very well done. And Ragnarok. Playing out that Outlaw. Interesting. Are you double daggers? Wait, are you double daggers or is that a sword? Huh? Wait, is this Outlaw playing double daggers? Like some kind of weird slice and dice build? His finisher striking. I'm not sure to see him using finishers. Can he even kidney shot? Uh-oh, did you queue in as a wrong spec by some chance? You can swap weapons in arena, by the way. If you have a main hand heavy weapon, you should swap it for the dagger. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ragnarok, somebody tell him you can swap your main weapon. You can swap your main hand. Dodging that Typhoon narrowly. Oh, dude. No, no, no. Did he swap a weapon? He did. Okay, now he has a sword. Now he can at least kind of play Outlaw. Might not be a great weapon. I don't think this man meant to queue as Outlaw. Or maybe if he did, he didn't have the weapon properly for it. Yeah, make sure you got the highest automatic weapon. You don't need double sword. You could have a dagger offhand. Dagger offhand is fine. Just as long as you have a, you could have a dagger offhand. Just main hand sword. Offhand, it can be a dagger. If you have like a high item level dagger, that's perfectly fine, friend. That's going to be Thrash taking him out. Ragnarok is going to get dotted up. Okay, Boomy has the rogue on the ropes. If Ragnarok can maybe get a reset or something, he might be okay. He's going to get himself a roll of the bones. Crit buff, which is pretty good. Does not have a Cloak of Shadows anymore. Blind into Okay Boomy. Not going to get a trinket out of him. But the dots are set into Ragnarok. He does need to give himself a little bit of a heal. Oh, this rogue is going to have a hard time, dude. We are 17 minutes into 73% dampening. Big harpoon. Oh, big grapple out. But I think the dots is still... Ooh. Thorns almost gets him. Second Thorns did get him. They'll thrash him in. Did you see him slide after he died? That was interesting. Looks like Sean Bean is going to be up next. Getting that slow onto Okay Boomy. Doesn't look like he has any fist weapons at all. He has the invisible weapons. He just keeps rooting Okay Boomy over and over. What? I'm sorry? 76% dampening though. It looks like Sean is just kind of backpedaling. Okay Boomy just keeps rooting him over and over. He's just gonna wait now for like a cooldown or something. Fleshcraft does get an interrupt on it. Does he just have like a one-shot ready to go? Big leg sweep, everything available. It's gonna be Zuen. Everything you're gonna use right now. Okay, Boomy. Gonna be a trinket for Sean, trinket at nothing. Okay, Boom is still dead though. What was that? What was that? I guess he didn't need a trinket, did he? Ori though with a 1v4 is a Boomy. Very well done, dude. Wait, is Ori the guy that we did a video on the other day? That Boomy that played Necro? Is that the same guy? Bro, that was awesome though, Ori. That was fantastic, my man. I enjoyed that one. That was a long game though.